Hi, I am Kelly Ginocchio, and I am the teacher for AP European History, along with Magistra Maloney. And the two of us work together in order to create a truly intense academic year for sophomores, primarily as they endeavor in the examination of European history from 1450 to modern day. Just so you have an idea of who I am, I love teaching history. I love teaching world history primarily, but I truly love teaching the AP courses because of because of the fact that the kids are taking it as an elective and they are determined to do well. But I love studying the stories within the big picture. In addition, I love soccer. I'm a mom to three little bambinos. And a few silly facts: I've sailed around the world. I am a Giants fan. It's a little painful right now. I love listening to audibles, and I really want to travel to Milan, Italy. In addition to that, these are my little people. And now, as far as the course is concerned, this course is going to be studying, as I said, from the time period between 1450 to 2001, although it may go past that. And in doing that, the students are going to be looking at history in chunks, or what the AP College Board refers to as periods. And we're going to be examining all the political, economic, and social developments for each of those time periods. And it's going to be one of the most difficult courses that they're going to take, because they are not only learning a tremendous amount of content, but also close reading skills, writing skills, critical thinking skills, as well as true analytical skills that pull all of that content together and forces them to synthesize it in new ways. They will grow. It will be hard, but they will grow over the course of the year, and truly, I think, on the other side, appreciate the fact that they have become much better equipped to face their junior and senior year, as well as college careers. This textbook is going to be their, as I told them, their best friend and their worst enemy over the course of the year. They should have it with them at most of the time. Most of their work is going to be really diving in and examining the content within what I refer to as McKay, but the history of Western society. And so this is something you should see around the house frequently. In addition to that, we have, as you know, in distance learning, both synchronous and asynchronous work. When we're all together on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll be delivering lecture. The students will be taking notes. We're going to be engaged in a lot of discussion over the content that they've read on their own previously as they come into class. I'll be working on individual and small group projects with them, as well as having the students do some of the presentations of the material that we're learning. And finally, most of distance learning assessments will be written. So they're going to be practicing short answer, long essay, and document-based questions. Then, in addition to that, we have asynchronous learning, which is both homework and the work that they will have on Mondays. This is going to be close reading. It's primarily going to be studying and reading and preparing for either class or their tests. And they may also need to do some work on those presentations and small group projects. The typical assignment in distance learning is going to be either formal or informal. Informal assessments will be quizzes and discussion questions that I pose to the class in those synchronous lessons. And then in the formal assessments, we're going to be asking students to do a lot of writing. So this is an area where the students are going to present a claim or a thesis statement, and then they need to cite specific evidence and analyze that evidence in regard to proving their thesis correct. What does the grading look like for this class? Due to the nature of our distance learning, it's been changed a little bit to fit how we're working with the students. So the coursework is going to be 40% of their overall grade. Quizzes will only be 5%. Assessments in a variety of ways are going to be 40%, and their final exam, which they have both fall semester and second spring semester, will be 15% of their grade. And then finally, since this is an AP class, they are preparing for the AP test, though it's not required. All the skills that we're asking them to do are reflected on the AP test. So they need to read primary and secondary sources. They need to be able to analyze what the main arguments in those readings are, and they need to be able to tie it to historical events and developments. A lot of the historical thinking is going to be based around cause and effect, change over time, and really looking at the big picture. By the end of the year, they'll have such a breadth of knowledge that they'll be able to really examine those different moments in time with a lot more understanding. The AP test has a multiple choice portion, short answer, and essay questions. In AP Classroom, which they'll be learning about soon, there are practice questions that I will be releasing to them in class and outside of class to practice. Then, in addition, some of those questions are going to be used for assessments. The AP exam, though, is not until Friday, May 7th. At the moment, the plan is to do this paper and pencil, but as we know, everything is changing at this point in time. If you have further questions, please email me at kginocchio@auhsdschools.org, and I'm always happy to help or answer any questions you may have throughout the course of the year. I really look forward to a great opportunity to work with your students as we endeavor in this study of AP European history together.